Well, guys, I'm amazed right now because Lisa and I have made it to Tupelo, Mississippi to see the birth home of Elvis Presley. And this is the Elvis Presley Center right here. Where these people are. I don't know what car that is. I guess we'll find out. There might be something on the sign here about the car. This is my first time coming here and I'm really excited. So this is Elvis Presley's birth home, but I think they moved the house to this location. I don't think it was originally here. Might say something here. I don't know. You can read that. And there's something here. And there's beautiful Elvis right there. His little boyhood home. So I think the house is down here. I'm not really sure. Welcome Center and tickets. I guess this is where you go for that. We have to get tickets to go into the house, and I believe that's the house right there. Let's go take a look around. Oh, there's so much beautiful stuff here. Your Elvis Presley experience starts here. Overview map. And then this is the house. This is around the house. It's a beautiful little area. Beautiful. There's a fountain over there. We'll go over there in a minute. Wow. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm right here. I don't know where the house originally was. I'll have to find out. We're actually supposed to meet up with Danny Smith and his wife Teresa. Danny is Elvis Presley's, I think, second cousin because his father was his first cousin. And we made arrangements with him to meet him here in about an hour. And he'll probably be full of information. But look at this. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know if you can video inside or not. Step back. There's a beautiful, here we go, birthplace of Elvis Aaron Presley. Well, it says Elvis Presley, but I threw the Aaron. Elvis Aaron Presley was born January 8th, 1935 in this house, built by his father. Presley's career as a singer and entertainer redefined American popular music. He died August 16th, 1977 at Memphis, Tennessee. That's from the Mississippi Department of Archives. So let's go see this beautiful fountain that I hear back here. Oh, and there's a beautiful statue. There's so much to see here before you even go into anything. Look at this. It's kind of a cold day today, guys. And there's this dedicated to Elvis Presley fans worldwide, August 9th, 2002. There's a sculptor. There's a beautiful fountain over here. Fountain of Life. This water feature illustrates the years of Elvis's life, representing the traits of humility and generosity flowing together to form a complete circle. There's that picture again on the bottom. Pretty neat. Okay, we gotta get our tickets and we'll be off. I'm really excited about this. Elvis Presley Memorial Chapel. This, I think, is the Elvis Presley Chapel here, guys. Right here. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this is the Elvis Presley Childhood Church. Interesting. Here's what it says. Nice. Says you are welcome. So there's a wall up here that's like a mural that I think might be brand new, because I was listening to a YouTube broadcast. So, wow. Pretty cool, wow. Right here. Here's the wall from a distance, guys. Guess it was created by Betty Harper, and she's an official artist for Elvis Presley Enterprises. And she's created several t-shirt designs for the Elvis Presley birthplace. Interesting. And this is her. Great job, ma'am. Then we move on to this one. I don't know if you could read that, guys. There's a lot on there, so I just moved the camera down for you. And the next one, Elvis Presley always paid his debts.
What did you think
Sorry, it's a little hard to get this. An Elvis show. Oh, this is a newspaper article, it looks like. From something. Pretty neat place, guys. You gotta come and see it. Nice. You guys, there's so many songs or songs. You guys, there's so many plaques and things out here. It's just impossible to go over every one of them. But as I walk by, maybe you could stop the camera if you want to read anything. Pretty neat. But there's another marker up that one. I want to go see it. They put up a reflection garden. If you could read that. And it's back here. Look, there's another water fountain kind of up here. Very pretty, huh? It is a very relaxing spot, I can tell you. It feels very peaceful here. Very nice. They really did a lot of nice things with this area. And there's a sign on the other side. I'm sure it says the same thing. But this is what it looks like. Definitely very peaceful. So, to figure out what time the doors open to get tickets. I'm here on a Sunday with Lisa, and they don't open till 1. And it's about 11:30 right now. So, we'll see what we're going to do until 1. This is what it says as you exit the reflection garden. So this, guys, is a little sitting area inside the gift shop and where you buy the tickets to come in to see the Tupelo house. And got some really nice little displays here. Along the hall. They're all the way down. So I don't know if I'll go through each one, but really nice little gift shop in here, guys. Postcards, the typical stuff. Maybe I'll buy something from here if they're open when we're done. I like magnets, so I might get myself a magnet. Look at that, matches. Can't even find matches anymore. All of it. Lots and lots of shirts. I don't know what this is. It's like 3D. It's hard to tell, but it's 3D. So that's the gift shop, guys. We were in the museum, but they won't let you take any pictures or video in the museum. I like this one. Good old Elvis. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna... So this is inside the little church that Elvis Presley went to, that they had moved here. Sorry, guys. I wonder if Elvis played the piano. So that's it, guys, inside the church that Elvis went to. They're going to play a film for us that we can't record. But she said we could record this.
This building was a block away from here, over on Adams Street. In 1959, the congregation decided to build a larger church on the same property, so this building was moved across the street and became a two-bedroom home. Over time, it was forgotten that this house was the original church of Elvis and his family. The Elvis Presley Memorial Foundation purchased the structure in 2007 and moved it over here. A lot of work was done to recreate the 1940s church. Everything had to be again, fixed like it is. This is the only thing that was here when the Elvis was here, is this pulpit. That was the only thing. This is the only place that you can experience the music Elvis loved as a boy, sitting in his family church. The film will last about 15 minutes. At the end of the film, they will show how they moved the house back over here and turned it back into the church. Screens on both sides, one on the back, all different pictures on all three of them.
So guys, as I filmed before, this is a church we just came out of. The pulpit that I took a picture of is the only thing in there that was there when Elvis was there. Nothing else was. But it is the same church. It was restored. It was moved from a different location. And new siding was put on. Different things were done to it. But that's it. That's the church Elvis and his family went to. Isn't that neat? I think it's pretty cool. I believe we're going to go to the house next, but I think, I can't remember if they said we could do videos or pictures in there or not, but at least I will know. If we can, I'll take some. This guy, you guys, it's worth the trip down here. Come on down. That's all I gotta say. A lot to do, a lot to see. And we're not done, even after the house. One more thing coming. So this is inside Elvis Presley's birth home. This is his bedroom. Or I don't know whose bedroom it is actually, but one of the bedrooms, I guess. Very tiny house, but it's very cute. Very cute house.
Is the original location of the house?
Oh, I didn't know we were getting a tour.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you all about the
Okay,
house.
I'm ready.
Let me move out of the way. I don't want to be in the way of your pictures either, but I don't want you to miss anything.
It's okay.
But this is the original house. This is the original location of the house. Everything out here has been built up around the house because this is where it all started, right here in this house, right here in this room actually. Elvis was born right here in this room. Wow. His dad, Vernon, borrowed $180 from his boss to build this house. And then Vernon and his dad and brother did the actual building. The house was built in 1934. It is approximately 350, maybe 400 square feet. Unfortunately, the Presleys only got to live here for 3.5, maybe 4 years. That's when Vernon was arrested for check forgery. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison, and while he was in prison, they lost the house because Gladys couldn't keep the payments up by herself. She and Elvis moved in with her aunt and uncle, and she then started a petition for his Vernon's early release. She got everybody in the community to sign it. She had friends who wrote letters to the governor. And after 9 months in prison, he was pardoned by the governor. So he came back home, but they had lost the house, and they pretty much had to start over. He moved in with the aunt and uncle as well. And he stayed there till they could get them a house. I don't know how long that was, but they bought a little house over on Berry Street. I'm sure she pointed that out when you were at the church. It's right across from where the church is. They lived there for about 2 years. And then that, due to financial reasons, they sold that house. And after that, they just kind of drifted around Tupelo from place to place. Wherever they could find a place they could afford, that's where they lived. They lived there for as long as they could afford to, and then moved on to another place. Until finally Vernon said, maybe we can do better somewhere else. Larger city, more opportunities, and I'm sure he considered no one would know that he'd gone to prison.
Yeah.
And just start life over again. So that's what they did. They sold all of their possessions because they didn't have any money to make that move. They sold all of their possessions, everything except for their icebox, and they moved to Memphis. And the rest is history.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is not the original furniture.
I was going to ask about that. If anything is.
They sold everything. Somewhere somebody's kicking themselves because they bought that bed Elvis was born in and had no idea of its actual value.
Yeah.
At the time.
Wow.
And I have no idea where it is now, I'm sure. I'm sure somewhere their family is probably mad too.
Yeah, I bet.
But
So.
no, this was all donated to the foundation. It is furniture from that time period.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the actual structure was the place he was born in, isn't it? So, you know, that's, you can't take that away.
You can't take that away.
Awesome.
There is original. It's a wood, coal burning fireplace and not a wood burning fireplace.
Oh, so that was in the house too, then. When he was born, that was in the house. The
Yes.
fireplace, yeah.
Yes.
So that's something.
I know, it looks new. And that's probably because in the kitchen there is a wood burning stove, and it is original as well. If you know anything about cast iron, you know that once that stove was hot, that was it for a while.
Yeah.
And if you cook twice a day, it was never cold in his house.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So the fireplace probably was seldom used, mostly probably
Wow.
on some of those extra cold nights that.
And the
Or
wallpaper,
The
original?
wallpaper is not original.
Right.
Vernon said that when he built the house, they put newspapers on the wall.
Oh, that's right. I remember reading
They
that,
did
yeah.
with newspaper. Other people did live here though after the Presleys
Yeah.
lost the house. Other people lived here, and in fact, the lady that opened the church said she can remember as a little girl. She grew up in this area. That as a little girl, she would come down here and visit the lady that lived here after Elvis them had moved out.
Wow.
She said she was just a little girl.
So where was this house originally at?
It was here.
Oh, it was here? I thought it was moved here.
As far as I know, this is the original location.
Oh, so the church was just
The
moved
church
here.
was moved.
Okay.
Yes, the church was moved. That's why I said everything has been built up around the house. The house was
Oh.
original, and everything else was put out here.
Okay,
Because
gotcha.
this is where the house was already. And Elvis owned the property as well.
Okay.
So he purchased the house and the property
Oh,
back in
awesome.
1956.
Interesting.
Wow.
So he came back to Tupelo to do a concert, and it was vacant. He told the mayor that instead of paying him for the concert, to purchase the house and the 15 acres around it, and put up a youth center out here for the children in this area. And he came back again the next year and did a second concert and donated that money as well to cover it. So this house got preserved because Elvis bought it back
Yeah.
and put it in the possession of the city to take care of. So.
How awesome, and that's how we get to see it now, isn't it? So
Yes.
that's amazing. Wow.
That
And
was
so
Elvis.
that's original.
Yes, that's
yeah.
original.
And that's the only thing in here that's original.
The
That's
icebox.
Oh, the icebox.
Vernon brought the icebox back. There was no electricity or indoor plumbing at the time that they lived here. That was added later.
Can you imagine living in this, raising a family? You know, I mean, it was only 3 of them, I guess, but it's so quaint.
I know.
I really like small houses a
And
lot.
I think the plan was to add bedrooms over to the side.
Oh yeah.
You know, because they did. He and his dad and brother did the actual building. The house was built in '34, and I'm guessing, like during the summer when the weather was nice, and Elvis was born in January the next year.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the thing was to get this something put up before the baby is born, and then
And
we
then-
can add that, you know, later.
Yeah.
You know, or even even if money was an issue, we don't have to add it all at once.
Yeah.
But we do need to get a place to live before the baby's born.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then we can go back and do all that.
So that's pretty cool.
That's
to
what I
see.
like to think.
Yeah. But yeah.
I grew
That's
up in
nice
a
one.
house similar to this, but it had the living room and the kitchen, and then it had 3 bedrooms on the
Okay.
side.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel like that was the
Yeah.
plan, was to add those bedrooms later.
Good old Vernon, eh?
Yeah, he forgot to plan in that check thing. Or forgot to consider
Yeah.
that when he was forging his check.
Oh no. Oh, that's
So
awesome.
really
Thank
need to
you.
see this.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you all for coming.
Alrighty.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too.
Rest of your day anyway. Thanks.
Wow.
Thank you. How great was that to be able to go into Elvis's house? Well, where he was born. I didn't know we were getting a tour, guys. That was kind of nice. So we have one more place we're gonna head to on the property. That's pretty neat. So you'll see that when we get there. So up this hill, guys, is where there's a sculpture of Elvis, and that's where we're heading next, and that'll be our last stop here in Tupelo. It's way at the top of the hill. So I'll show you when we get there. Climb a bunch of stairs. This is a look down from the top of this. Well, we're not even really at the top of the hill. The sculptures in the pavilion reflections becoming. It's right up here. So guys, that's the bottom way down there. And we finally made it up to the top. And at the top of the hill are actually a couple of sculptures of Elvis. Look at this beautiful sculpture. This beautiful sculpture. Isn't that gorgeous? The older Elvis and the younger Elvis, I think. I think that's what I was told. But it's just beautiful, isn't it? And let me go around. If you look at the wall behind it, it's kind of like the generations of Elvis. Elvis at 11. See if I can get close enough so you guys can read it. And then becoming. And then we've got the entertainer. So I've got to get a picture of the sculpture. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed our trip to Tupelo. I sure did. Come on out here, and while you're out here, or yeah, see it all. And then don't forget to Subscribe to Danny and Teresa's channel, YouTube channel, Memphis Mafia Kid. See you guys.
Hey, this is Memphis Mafia Kid
And Teresa.
and hey, we're here at the birthplace with On the Go with Flo, and we have been rolling through some stories and having a good time. And hey, y'all do me a favor and subscribe and watch On the Go with Flo, because we love her, y'all will love her, and remember, what do we always say? We always live Elvis.